Yes.
Yes, shall I record the meeting today? Yes?
Yes.
All right, good. Now, you know that without permission, it's not advisable to do that, right? And it's not right. It's not appropriate to tape, to record audios or meeting without permission and without the acceptance of every member of the people involved. So what we are going to do now is to go to our classroom. Where is it? Here? Okay, can you all see our class? Okay, let's go to the classes. We've been working with several classes, but mainly after the holidays, we worked with genres that have to do with journalism. Okay, so what we are doing is dealing with reading, analyzing newspaper articles. Okay, so remember that you had this series of tasks based on, especially, first of all, the first text, which is called text 0, right? And it has to do with fire in Delta. Now, this is a very updated topic because you know what's happening in Córdoba, right? That's another issue, right, of what's happening in Córdoba. So this is something that happened in the Delta, in Rosario, Santa Fe, right? And I also included the guide for you to work with. Okay, so I imagine you worked with all these tasks, right? And then what you have to hand in is this written assignment that says write a short piece comparing and contrasting the 3 texts, because you would have to compare and contrast. Text 0, text 1, right? That has to do with Argentina's wetlands, and then the other fire in Canada, remember?
Yes.
So that is what you told me. I only got 2 assignments, right? And I want to see how you are doing with your written expression. So that's why I'm asking you, please, to go to this task 5, where it says write a short piece comparing and contrasting the 3 texts. Create a document in your drive and then share it using this email account. So you can send it to me with this name, right? You should write Prácticas Discursivas de la Comunicación Escrita 2, 2020, and your full name, so I can immediately identify you, okay? And be sure you give me permission to edit. When you share it with me, give me permission to edit the document so I can comment and give you feedback in the document. Now, is there, as regards the text, right? We said that this belongs to a certain genre, is a newspaper article, and a newspaper, an online newspaper article, right? And I want to see if you have any difficulties reading it.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Okay. Now, let's go to the tasks. First of all, the first task is to anticipate the text, right? And you are required to identify the genre and identify the generic features, okay? To see the source, to pay attention to keywords and phrases in the headline or title, to scan the text and underline keywords, right, in order to predict the content. So why are we doing this kind of activities and exercises, right? Why are we anticipating the text? And apart from, as it says here, scanning, what other strategies are we putting into practice or using in order to solve those questions, to answer those questions? Come on, what do you think? If I said, or here it says, put the appropriate reading strategies to answer the following questions. What are the appropriate reading strategies that you need to put into practice?
Skimming.
Good. Okay, Belen, skimming and scanning, no scam, right? Skimming, yes. Skimming and scanning. All right, very good. Analyzing the paratext. Skimming, scanning, analyzing the paratext, identifying keywords and phrases, identifying cognates, right? That means transparencies. Why? That's very good, Belen, very good. Now, why? Why do we need to do that? In order to do what?
In order to predict what says the article.
Okay, in order to predict the content of the article. That means what we are doing is expressing or formulating reading hypotheses, right? We are formulating reading hypotheses. We are paying attention and hypothesizing, predicting the content. That process is going to help us concentrate on the ideas, on the main ideas of the text, right? Because then in order to, for example, complete the exercise on the verify section, we would need to verify the hypotheses, all right? So that's, yeah. I mean, the hypotheses are going to guide the reading process. This is important for you people because you are going to be teachers. And so you would need to teach that, right? This idea that we have that kids and adolescents learn to read because that's natural, that's not true. We need to teach them how to read. And most importantly, we need to teach them how to read in a second language, or not in a second language, in a foreign language. All right? So this is very important. All right. So making hypotheses, constructing meaning, right? Together, this interaction, we start interacting with the text. That means in a kind of dialogic form, right? Kind of creating a dialogue between the text, the reader, and the reading situation, okay? So this is important. Very good. Now, as regards the verification, right, when it says read the text in detail, now it says complete the following chart with the information from the text. And you had these three columns: main ideas, sub-ideas, and supporting material, right?
Yes.
Were you able to complete this?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Good. What have you done here before going into the content? What have you done by identifying main ideas, sub-ideas, and supporting material? From the cognitive point of view, what did you do? What do you think you did?
Read it many times.
Okay, okay. In order to complete this chart, you have to read it many times. Okay, Mika, right? And what is this? Writing the main ideas, the sub-ideas, and the supporting materials. What did you do with the information?
We classified.
Good, very good. Very good. You classify the information into main ideas, sub-ideas, and supporting material. Main ideas are the most important. Sub-ideas are second in importance. And the supporting material is what comes kind of at the end. So this has to do with hierarchy of information. What you're doing is classifying the information into the most important, the one that is there in the middle, kind of explaining the most important ideas, and then the illustrations, the supporting material, right? What's going to clarify those main ideas. So this has to do with hierarchy, all right? So this is a way of helping you to find the hierarchy of the information. That's why then I think that in the reformulate section, you have to write the main idea of this text in one well-written sentence. Now, if in this main idea you start saying, because, for example, there was or whatever, so that's not the main idea because you're including supporting material, okay? So what you have to do is to be able to sift the information, to see if the information is really important, okay? So that exercise, this chart here, helps you to find the right or the most appropriate hierarchy for the information. So who can read some of your main ideas? Let's see, Mika, can you?
The first one is a raging fire described as a completely out of control, is threatening one of South America's major wetland ecosystems.
Ecosystem, okay.
Ecosystem.
Okay, okay, very good. Right, oh, Flor is coming. All right, yes, so fire out of control. So in order to copy the sentence, Mika, right? What you need to do is to abstract the idea. What you can say is fire, right? Or major fire, big fire, or raging fire, come out of control, right? In South America.
And I thought we had to, yeah.
Okay, good, very good. All right, so that will be the main idea. The sub-idea, the explanation for that main idea, what would that be? What would be the explanation? I mean, there is a big fire in South America, and it is out of control, right? That's the main idea. Now, the sub-idea.
That the cattle ranchers raising the fire.
Before that,
can be devastation of the ecosystem.
Okay, very good. Devastation of the ecosystem, right? That's very good. Okay, and the supporting material?
And some idea can be the necessity of a new legislation.
Okay, no, there I would say that is a main idea. It's not a sub idea.
Okay.
Right, the main idea, another main idea that is, I mean, that you have to write here, has to do with the need of new legislation. Okay, so here, I mean, the very first main idea is there's a great fire, a raging fire in Latin America or in South America. The sub-idea is that it is destroying the ecosystem. Supporting material, you can say, it can be seen from Rosario, right? From luxury apartments, okay? Because the supporting material is everything that illustrates, right? The main idea. You can even say a supporting material everything is burning, right? Fire reaches or out of scale, something like that, okay? Then
Okay.
another main idea is the one that you say, the need for what? The need for new legislation, okay? That's another main idea, right? And then what are the sub-ideas? Well, people working towards main legislation, and then supporting material, right? Or sub-ideas also, you can say that there are illegal hunters. Am I clear with these focus, with the focus of this exercise? The idea that you need to sift the information, classify the information into main, sub, and supporting material.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, like, how do you draw the line between main and sub ideas?
Okay, think about this. And so the main idea is what controls the development of the text. 1 or 2 paragraphs, okay? The sub-ideas are the explanations of those main ideas.
So the main idea would be the what, and the sub ideas would be the how or why.
No, because they can also be the what. The main idea,
Okay.
it is the what, right? Main ideas are, sorry, the what, because they guide they control the development of the whole text, right? Or the paragraphs, okay? But then, if I say, I mean, let's see, as Mika said, well, the main idea is that there is a big fire in South America wetland ecosystem, and it is completely out of control. That would be the main idea, okay? That's the main idea, okay. And you need to explain, why is it raging fire? Why is it out of control? All right, so then you would have to read and see if you can explain that main idea in large. All right? And
So the main ideas are attached to the main idea always.
Definitely. And
So
also,
like,
and also the supporting material. The supporting material should also be connected. It's not something out of the blue. Right?
yeah, it's floating around.
Okay, exactly. So if we are saying that the fire is out of control, the supporting material would be like, for example, the carpinchos and all the animals dying, right? That the fire can be seen from the other coast of the river. So that's supporting material, right? That's illustrating the concept. The concept, the main idea, is something abstract. That's why they need explanations. And then the supporting material make that abstraction, that concept more clear. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. So, any problems here? So there are kind of, in this text, kind of 2 main ideas. One that has to do with the fire, and the other is with the need of legislation. So what is being done? Why is there a need of legislation? All right, and then some details and supporting material to explain that too, to clarify, to exemplify, to make it vivid. All right, this is like the, let's see, the core of the article. So if we are able to complete this chart, we have the most important information. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Now, shall we continue?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Exercise 3 requires you to identify lexical chains, right? Lexical chains are what we called in Spanish campos semánticos. All right? That means if we are talking, if the text deals with fire and fire out of control in Latin America or whatever, definitely, there's going to be a lexical change, un campo semántico, of all words related to that. That's why it says a lexical chain is a sequence of related words in writing spanning short adjacent words or sentences or long distance, I mean, as regards the entire text. A chain is independent of the grammatical structure of the text, and in effect, it is a list of words that captures a portion of the cohesive structure of the text. What does it mean? Now, we are talking about fire, so definitely we are going to find lots of words that are related to fire. Like, for example, firefighters, fire brigade, water supplies, everything that has to do with fire, okay? Now, if we are dealing with the wetlands, right, the wetlands in Argentina, then we are going to encounter lots of vocabulary, lexical chains that have to do with the animals that live in those wetlands, the ecosystem, the fauna, all right, everything. So all those words are related. That's why they are called campos semánticos. Now, when reading this text, are we expecting to find words that have to do, for example, a chocolate cake?
No.
No, definitely no. It would be like completely out of place.
Yes.
Unless there is some kind of supporting material telling that the fire started when a couple was camping or making a picnic and eating chocolate cakes, right? Which is kind of far-fetched, but you might find it, but you are not expecting to find that kind of words, okay? So what lexical chains have you identified here? Let's see, Juliana,
Yes.
tell me. This one.
I wrote fire in Delta, rate out of control.
Okay, wait a minute. Fire.
Yes.
Fire. It's
Yes.
not fire in Delta. It's
Okay. Fire.
Fire. Okay. Then
Rate out of control.
reach out of control.
Out of
Okay.
control.
Okay, listen. So it would be out of control. That would
Out of
be,
control.
okay, fire, out of control. Okay, what else?
The fire has been burning for months.
Okay, but listen, Juliana, lexical chains are constructed by phrases, but not sentences. So instead of saying the fire has been burning for months now, the word here that corresponds to the lexical term is burning.
Burning.
Not the rest.
Okay.
Not the rest. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So burning. Okay. All right.
Another one could be red flames.
Yeah.
Which one?
Red flames.
Okay. Red flames.
Yes.
Very
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, what else?
Could be the smoke.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Good. Yes, smoke.
Okay.
Very good.
Because I wrote but a long sentence.
No.
So it's okay.
No. These are
Yes, okay.
just words, right?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
words. Words,
Yes.
I mean, words or phrases made up of 2 words, right?
Okay.
But not more. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Any other that has to do, any other words that have to do or that belong to this semantic field?
Can be impossible to stop? No.
No. No. What else?
Burning. Could be.
Okay, we said that. Burning, we've already said it.
Okay. Okay. Rising, right, is in the first paragraph.
Which one?
Arranging fire. Or
Okay.
arranging.
Okay, ranging.
Arranging.
Arranging fire. Okay, ranging, right? We would say ranging, not arranging fire. Ranging would be one possibility. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Lighting fires.
Okay, lighting,
Yeah.
but what we are doing, that would be around fire, you would say ranging, right? Lightning, okay? Good.
Firefighting.
Okay, firefighting, very good. Firefighting, very good.
Could be flammable.
Okay, flammable, right, very good. That has to do with fire, very good. Good. So you can see all the words that are related to fire. Then you would pick up all the words that are related to ecosystem. In this case, in this article, all the words related to ecosystem are very important, like wetlands, okay, like, I don't know, the river, the delta, okay? Then all the words related to, I don't know, flora and fauna, okay? So flora, what about the trees and the plants and whatever? Fauna, all the animals, right? So all these sub-chains are related to ecosystem, okay?
Yes.
Okay, and then of course, we would need another lexical chain that is related to the legal aspect, like law, lawyers, fighting, fighting for the right law, okay? Everything that has to do with the legal aspect of this piece of news. Am I clear, people?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, then in exercise 4 or point 4, here there is another exercise that helps you identify chains, lexical chains, right? Check it and see if you have doubts with that. Now, the question here, question number 5 says, why is direct speech used in this text? Explain. Why is it used in the text? Why is direct speech used in the text? What do you think? Why isn't it reported speech?
Because it is used as a quotation.
Okay, that is direct speech. But why? Why, Belén?
Because it is a source that tell us the situation.
All right. Okay, who can enlarge this?
Like
Taking
testigos.
Okay, witnesses. Okay, witnesses. What else? Who else was going to say?
Oh, they were taking information from different sources. So they were quoting all of those.
Right. Yes, different sources of information, right? And this gives the direct speech here, gives authority to the sources. It's not something that somebody else said and somebody heard of, right? Here we have the direct speech, the direct words of the lawyers, of the fire brigade, of the Ministry of Education, no, Education of Environment, okay? So that's why it is important, because they are, I mean, all the quotations are part of the supporting material, okay? And this is giving authority to the sources. It's not any I mean, we have the exact words, all right? Now, yes, any questions?
No.
All right. Then, exercise 6 asks you to choose 5 examples of direct speech from the text and transfer them into direct speech sentence. And this is just a question, a mechanical exercise to practice a little bit of reported speech. Now, instead of saying, so-and-so said that, or he told me, right? I wanted you to try to use some of these verbs, right? I mean, the neutral is like, for example, the firefighter declared that he worked, or that he had worked for, I don't know, 24 hours without stop, okay? Or the Minister of Environment stated that, so we are using this stated here. But then you can use lots of verbs like suggest, imagine, or admit. He admitted that nobody was doing anything to stop the fire, right? Or somebody denied, here you have, or refuted or denied having thrown, I don't know, matches to the fire, whatever. So the idea is that you practice a little bit with other verbs to enlarge your vocabulary. Okay? So I would like to listen. We have 3 minutes, right, left for this class today. So I would like to listen to Mika. Can you give me one of the sentences that you transformed into indirect speech?
Okay. Lionel Mingo, a spokesperson for Greenpeace, explained, everything was burning. It was completely out of control.
Okay, this is direct speech, but you have to transfer it into indirect speech. Mika.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see where the sentence is. Where is it, more or less? Again, which page is it?
Second page.
The second page, okay. And who was?
Lionel.
Lionel.
I don't know because I have the copies here.
Okay, okay. Everything is burning is completely out of control. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the idea here is to work with one of these verbs that are here instead of saying told, is to say, for example, he claimed, right? Leonel Mingo claimed that everything was burning and was completely out of control, right? He claimed that, okay? So I want you to use one of those verbs. He claimed that everything was burning, right?
Okay.
It was completely, that the fire was completely out of control. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Rachel, can you read one of your sentences? Rachel.
Sorry. Lyoto mentioned that the other night he had walked to the river and had seen 7 fires burning in the distance.
Okay. Now, Be careful with the other night. So the night before or something, you have to give a reference, okay? Now people, the communication is going to break. So we'll get together again in some minutes, okay? So we can finish with this and I can explain to you what to do with the following session. All right? Yes? Good.
Okay.
Good. So we get together right now.